simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Last year's Iron Bowl is pretty much what we've come to expect when it's in time. As scripted as it was a year ago, the drama you tend to find when they play in Jordan-Hare. There's no mistaking the intensity, no matter where these two get together.
Yeah, and Auburn didn't play their best, but this rivalry always provides fun. Like, there's some way, somehow, it shouldn't happen. Where it's played has always mattered. It seems like it'll swing the pendulum a little bit, but a lot of hate in the Iron Bowl. The state of Alabama, you're either on one side or the other, and it's usually not friendly. This will be a fun game to watch.
I feel like this is the rivalry game that consistently provides the most drama at the end of every season. That's why it's so much fun to watch. Last year when these guys played, Peyton Thorne threw for over 300 yards, but it wasn't close to enough. They need more balance.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year two.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year two, obviously, a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag. Position, David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he got loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Just going to keep it after the snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Coleman. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Miller with the ball. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll go with a direct snap. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both.
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the ball comes to rest right there. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Howard. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his tight end. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the snap, it's Coleman. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so far.
Snags it on the right. Lots of running room. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Cuevas. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down.
Man, these plays are really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Bama!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working, you're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. The lone back's got it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fighting off the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Howard. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really good now.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Simpson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Alabama with a 1st down play to start us off here in the 4th. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After that last incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Tide will get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set. 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown Tide.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He's going to run it. Plows through the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Daniels. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.